The Ministry of Health is considering Oxford University's AstraZeneca, whose trials are being conducted in the country. Mwangi Maina begins our broadcast tonight.
As the world seeks a cure for COVID-19 effortlessly, the Ministry of Health has announced that the country might settle for AstraZeneca vaccine manufactured by England-based Oxford University in a pool of 3 vaccines, among them Moderna and Pfizer biotech vaccine. AstraZeneca is still undergoing trials and has posted an impressive over 70% success rate.
There is one vaccine which we are involved in here that is among the 3 vaccines that are now in the forefront in this race: the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, the Moderna vaccine, and this Chadok vaccine.
The vaccine that will work best for us is the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine. But we are not closed to that particular space only. We are in discussions with other countries, including China.
Vaccine trials in the country are currently being conducted, with 2 volunteers having received the vaccine among 40 people who volunteered for the trials. The Ministry of Health says around 400 volunteers will be needed as the trials gain momentum.
Looking at the possibility of being able to get any of these vaccines once they become available and tested, the interim results do indicate the level of safety and effectiveness of these.
Director General in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Patrick Amold, says vulnerable groups including health workers and people with underlying conditions will be prioritized in the event the vaccine is approved.
News that has come out in the last 4 weeks or so on progress with vaccines is very, very encouraging and gives us hope that a vaccine will be available very soon. And hopefully, as a country, we will also be able to get these vaccines so that we can provide it as a priority to our vulnerable groups of people, including healthcare workers and those who are old and have underlying conditions.
The ministry says among the parameters to be considered in arriving at the vaccine to be procured include the vaccine safety, its effectiveness and efficacy, as well as the ability of the vaccine to trigger immune response against coronavirus.
Remember, for this COVID-19, then everybody becomes a candidate who will require the vaccine. So that, to that extent, we have formed a steering committee to be able to guide us in terms of which vaccine are we going to use. On
Tuesday, the country recorded 551 new COVID-19 infections, bringing the total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases to 84,169. 266 patients have recovered, bringing the total number of recoveries to 18,146. At the same time, 5 patients succumbed to the virus, bringing the national COVID-19 death toll to 1,474. As the world races to find a vaccine for COVID-19, the Ministry of Health says that Kenya has not been left behind. Researchers from the Kenya Medical Research Institute are in consultations with researchers from different countries to ensure that once a vaccine is found, Kenyans get vaccinated too. Mwangi Maina, TV 47, Nairobi.